Hey, welcome to Zach's Tech Turf. With the Steam summer sale underway, I wanted to show you guys what I think are the best sales to pick up for some summer gaming. I also wanted to bring back the Lenovo Y50, so I'm going to benchmark the games as well. So let's get into it. So for those of you that don't know, the Lenovo Y50 was a big part of the beginning months of Zach's Tech Turf. I made a ton of videos of this gaming laptop when it was in its prime, and if you're looking for a cringe-worthy laugh, you should go check those videos out. I'll have those linked down in the description. Make sure you guys let me know in the comment section if you remember those Lenovo Y50 videos, and if you're still with me since then, thank you. Anyways, let's go over the specs for this laptop before we jump into the games. It's running an Intel i7 4700HQ processor clocked at 2.4 GHz, 8 GB of DDR3 RAM, a GTX 860M, and I personally installed a 500 GB ADATA SSD that replaced a standard hard disk drive. You can actually find this laptop on eBay used for like less than 500 bucks, so if you're in the market for a super budget gaming PC, then this is probably still a good option. But for now, let's get into these deals. Alright, so the first game in my list, which by the way is in no particular order, is Shadow of Mordor Game of the Year Edition, which is down to $4. This 80% sale is the lowest this Game of the Year Edition has ever gone, and even if you're like me and don't really care for the story, there's still a ton of value. Shadow of Mordor is a third-person, open-world action combat RPG that features a very unique nemesis system. With the Lenovo Y50 that's now about 3 to 4 years old, I was still able to stick in 1080p but with low settings and average 69 FPS. This is the FPS result I got from the in-game benchmark, and the footage you were seeing is me actually playing on the Lenovo Y50, just like the rest of these games will be. Second on my list has got to be the new Doom, which is down to $15 thanks to a 50% sale, also being its lowest price ever. Doom 2016 is a graphically demanding, first-person, super fast-paced shooter that screams value at just $15. First, there's the campaign mode, which has you killing demons with pretty much no time to catch your breath. There's online multiplayer, which although doesn't get praised that often, it's actually still pretty decent. There's an arcade mode where you just rack up a high score by getting multipliers and killing demons. And finally, there are user-created maps for unlimited replayability. On the Lenovo Y50, I had to stay in 1080p and low settings with no anti-aliasing, and I achieved a respectable 51 FPS, and as you can see, low still looked pretty solid. Next up on my list, I have Stardew Valley, which is down to $9 thanks to a 40% sale, also its lowest price ever. Stardew Valley is a top-down RPG where you take over your father's farm and do pretty much whatever you want. It's a sandbox game, meaning that it doesn't give you too much guidance and you're really free to do as you please. Some of the activities include fishing, improving relationships with people around town, progressing down the cave by killing monsters, and of course taking care of your farm. I shouldn't have to say this, but yeah, the Lenovo Y50 easily handled a 60 FPS average and I had no problems running it. Fourth up on my list is Watch Dogs 2, which might possibly be my favorite pick of this Steam sale so far. Watch Dogs 2 is down to $30, which is almost the lowest price it's ever been, only by 5 cents. Watch Dogs 2 is pretty similar to the Grand Theft Auto series, being a third-person, open-world, carjacking and guns blazing type game, but it also features the ability to hack pretty much everything. You're living in a smart city where everything is connected to a network, and as you progress, you can hack more and more things as you progress through the storyline. There's also co-op and even PvP, which allows other players to drop in on your game and screw things up for you, but you can turn that off if you want. On the Y50, I had to crank down the resolution to 900p for the first time today, kept it on low settings, and I averaged 45 FPS. The Lenovo Y50 definitely showed its age on this one, but still very playable with these settings. And finally, my last pick of the Steam summer sale is Fallout 4, which has a 50% sale, dropping it down to $15. I'm sure everyone knows about Bethesda's Fallout series by now, so I won't even get into it that much. Just know that it's a first-person, open-world game, and if I really need to say more, I would highly recommend you go check out a review of this game because it's a ton of fun. On the Lenovo Y50, I averaged 49 FPS in 1080p and medium settings. However, if you want higher FPS than that, you can certainly drop it to low settings and get near that 60 FPS mark. So yeah, as you can see, this 3 to 4 year old laptop can still hold its own in 2017. I wouldn't recommend it though if you're looking to crush 1080p gaming or anything, but like I said, if you're on a budget, then yeah, I would recommend it still. Make sure you guys let me know in the comment section what games you picked up on Steam this summer sale and what you thought of my list. Keep in mind that this was my personal list of top 5 choices for the Steam summer sale, and this was all personal preference. And also, definitely expect to see some of these games on my Gaming on a Sunday Morning series. I'm excited to dive into these. Well, that wraps up my top 5 Steam summer sales with the Lenovo Y50. If you guys want to see other benchmarking videos with more relevant hardware, such as the GT 1030 and a super budget PC build, then check out this video here or the other plenty of benchmarking videos on my channel. There's a ton. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please drop a like down below to help support my channel, and as always, thank you for watching, and please subscribe for more Zach's Tech Turf videos.